Hi, this is Richard Vague with Tychos. In the UK, the home price index shows that house prices have been dropping now for 11 of the last 13 months. Why has that been happening? Remember, in the infamous years before the global financial crisis, economists and policymakers were telling us housing prices could not decline, but of course in the crisis they did, dropping 19% in the 16 months between October 2007 and February 2009. But why is it happening in the UK now? The short answer is that house prices are dropping because those house prices raced to extraordinary, arguably unsupportable heights, as evidenced by the nationwide house price index growing from 426 in 2019 to 541 in 2022, an increase of 27% as a function of the unexpected global house purchase boom. But since the peak in August of 2022, prices have fallen in 11 of the last 13 months as mentioned. A more recent report from Rightmove suggests October prices increased 0.5% from September, but still well below normal trends. UK home sales went from 320,000 in the fourth quarter of 2019 to 430,000 in the second quarter of 2021, but since that boom, sales have collapsed to 236,000 in the second quarter of 2023. Why have home sales collapsed? First, a lot of the 2020 home sales related to folks who felt they needed to permanently move to a more remote location because of COVID, and that impetus no longer holds. Second, with the controversial rate increases to combat inflation, interest rates on mortgage loans have skyrocketed, making home loans much less affordable. The 5-year fixed mortgage rate has gone from 1.28% in the UK as recently as 2021 to 5.23% in 2023. As a result of these two things, mortgage lending volumes have flatlined, which, since GDP is growing, means they are dropping as a percent of GDP. Simply put, though it's not the only factor, home values tend to rise when mortgage lending volumes are strong because you have more qualified buyers, and those values tend to soften or decline when mortgage lending volumes soften or decline. There's one more component to this. The supply of homes for sale, which had gotten very low in 2021 and thus supported higher home values, has been built back up. So there's no longer the shortage that existed less than 2 years ago. We see this in the acceleration of construction spending and in the rise of homes listed for sale, the supply of homes, which has gone from a low of 273,000 homes in October of 2021 to 503,000 in mid-2023. For home prices to start to rise again, we'll need to see a reversal in these factors, especially mortgage loan rates. We won't see any robustness in home prices until interest rates begin to decline. Thanks, that's it for this week.